Hey everyone, welcome to KK's Fit Kitchen. So with the holidays coming up, I'm going to show you how to make a gluten-free, paleo-friendly pie crust. So often all of these treats that we had growing up, they can be problematic because of the inflammation that they drive in the body. However, we can adjust them and make them just as delicious to our palate and serve the same purpose, especially with pumpkin pie. It's a one crust type of pie, so it's a lot easier. You can even make an open face apple pie. I think I have some of those on my station here, but let's see what we're going to be using. We're going to be using, I do like Bob's Red Mill, the super fine almond flour. So when that's on sale, grab it, stock it up. It's on sale now. I also use some arrowroot. Arrowroot's going to help bind the almond flour together. Why is almond flour amazing? Is because it's low glycemic. Your carb conversion because of the almonds is very low. This only total 3 grams of carb, 2 grams of fiber. So you're left with 0 sugar conversion. I also use this in my cookies when I remade my chocolate chip cookies. So the arrowroot is important in there to give it a little stiffness. We're adding some flax seeds to that. There's no eggs in this recipe. We're adding flax seeds. And you can use either Bob's Red Mill or Anthony's organic coconut flour. I am using Coconut Secret. Keep it in this canister. So it is good to keep your flours in canisters that lock down on the top. I like my flours in a little bit larger one, and my nuts and seeds and fun things in these glass jars. We're also going to be using salted butter. If you use salted butter, you don't need to add extra salt to this. This is a cold stick. We have very few utensils today, some easy measuring spoons, and my favorite food processor. And I love the KitchenAid because it's wider, it's bigger, and the blade is much meatier than some of them that are fine. I just I have my preferences and why. So, and then we're doing some cold water. You want filtered water with filtered ice cubes, make your water really cold. And the only other thing we have is some fresh squeezed lemon. If you don't have fresh squeezed lemon, and then you can use a little bit of apple cider vinegar. So we're going to start by just putting everything, all the dry items into the food processor. So you can see how easy this is. I'm going to go right from the bag because I just filled up my canister. So just grab out and just use the bag to wipe off the top here. So there's 2 cups of the almond flour. You're going to be able to get 2 crusts out of this. And we just need 2/3 of a cup of, let me just put in the arrowroot first, 1/4 cup of the arrowroot. We're gonna just use the back of your knife to brush it off here. Okay, and then we need 2/3 of a cup of coconut flour. Coconut flour is very dense, lots of fiber, and it also absorbs a lot of water. So you don't need much of it when you're doing recipes. I have several recipes in my cookbook utilizing coconut flour when I was redoing gluten-free recipes, namely my carrot cake. It's very paleo. It's going to have lots of eggs and coconut flour, but you're also getting a low glycemic raise from this as well because you're getting, again, low carbohydrates, 9 grams of carbs, 6 grams of fiber. It's very high in fiber. So your carb conversion here is, again, next to nothing. So you're not getting carbs, you're not getting gluten, you're not getting irritation. So we want 2 tablespoons of flaxseed. I keep it freshly ground. I have seeds and I just grind them up in my coffee grinder. Makes it perfect. That way they're super fresh. When you open this, smells. You can smell the fresh flaxseed. Next thing we want is just 2 teaspoons of the, where'd it go here? 2 teaspoons. Williams-Sonoma has lots of different measuring cups. So this one is, measuring spoons and cups. So this is actually a 2 teaspoons instead of just a 1. That to the side. We'll be adding the water after, but first of all, we're going to be adding the cold the butter through the top so nothing gets messed up here. You know, we get stuff flying all over the place. So let's just give this a pulse here. Mixing up everything. Okay, so now take out your top, and we're just going to cut the stick. There's 8 tablespoons in the stick of butter here. I'm just going to cut it into tablespoon sizes. There's a little marking, of course, on the wrapper, but you can just gauge it here. Use a sharp paring knife. If you want to make them a little bit smaller, that's fine. They're all going to blend up real nice. So we're going to turn this on. We're just going to add these. So we can start to mix up. See it's doing something. Then we're going to add the cold water. So as it's moving, we're going to gradually add 8 tablespoons of cold ice water to the top. See, it's already starting to form a ball. And we are done. Presto changeo. The quickest, most amazing. And we're going to put this into the refrigerator. So you can come back. Thanks for joining me here. If you love these little videos, give me a little thumbs up, share them with people. But we're going to put it in the refrigerator. And on video number 2, I'm going to show you to easily roll it out. Not the way grandma used to do and mom used to do on a plate with white flour all over the board and stuff flying all over. We're going to do it between wax paper or parchment paper, and you're going to see how easy that is transferring it into a pan. So thanks for joining me here, guys.